Welcome to the Gobby Gaffer. That's me, by the way. This is going to be a football manager series where I attempt to climb the football management ladder, starting on the lower rungs of the ladder and working my way up to hopefully managing some of the top clubs in Europe, trying to win as many trophies as I possibly can along the way. How many of us armchair football fans think we could make the transition to managing a real football team? Well, I'm gonna give it a go. How hard can it be? There are one or two teams in the lower leagues who are looking for a new manager, and I'm going to apply. Wish me luck. Hello, is that Chorley FC? I see you've an advertisement running for first team manager. Yeah. Yeah. Can you tell me how I go about applying? Okay. Yeah, I'd love to speak to the chairman. You put me through. Thank you. Hello, is that the chairman? Thank you for making time to speak to me today. Yes, I was just inquiring about the vacant first team manager's position. Yes, I live locally. I live in Preston. No, I'm not a Preston North End supporter. I actually support Manchester City. Yes, they do have a lot of money. Oh, how much? Okay. Well, I'm used to working on a budget, and it sounds an interesting challenge. Experience. Well, where do I start? I think we're probably better discussing that in the interview. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, an interview. Yeah, next Tuesday, 2 o'clock. I shall see you then. Thank you. All right. Well, what can I say? Passed the interview, got the job, first day in my new shiny office. Look at all the books. Don't think there's a great lot on tactics, but all the tactics are up here. Can't wait to get started. Let's go meet the players and let's get a bit gobby. The news is out. Chorley have today confirmed the appointment of Gobby Gaffer as the club's new manager. Eyebrows have been raised in the world of football at the appointment of the inexperienced, we'll see about that, 68-year-old, and he's sure to face plenty of questions when he faces the media for the first time at Victory Park. Gaffer has put pen to paper on a one-year deal worth £775 a week, and he replaces previous manager Jamie Vermiglio. Ken Wright, the chairperson, has just sent me a lovely email just to welcome me in, give me a little bit of background. So, reputation-wise, we're 1 star. Media prediction for this season is 10th. Last season, we finished 7th in the Vanarama North. We have Andy Priest, who is Director of Football and Assistant Manager. We were founded in 1883. First rivals Bamber Bridge. We have a transfer budget of 0, wage budget of £8,003 a week. So our home ground is Victory Park with a capacity of 4,100. We have poor training facilities, basic youth facilities, and fairly basic youth recruitment. We have been on a barren spell for around 7 years. We've not won a competition since 2014. Let's see if we can change that. So they're giving me a bit of information about players at the club who are in their last year of their contract. But obviously, until we know the tactic that we're going to use and the players that we want to use within that tactic, then we'll have a look at all of that later on. I always like to try and create my own tactic. Probably a diamond or 4-3-1-2 style. I'm not massively keen on playing with wingers. It depends really on the players that I've got available or that I can bring in. So we're going to create something around the 4-3-1-2, something like that. I would think. If we just do a quick pick, and then that drops players in that the assistant manager thinks can play within that system. But obviously, we'll just have to have a look and see what we need. I'm guessing a lot of these players probably won't be able to play those positions. So just have a little look around the club. Finances, as they said, no transfer budget, 8,000 a week wage budget, of which committed at the moment is 7,500. So we have got 500 to spend, unless any anomalies come in. Scouting budget of 38,000, and we've got a balance of 300,000. Vision, Vanarama North, top half finish. Let's hope we can do better than that. So staff, so coaches, we've got 2 coaches already, which is allocated. But I'm going to ask them for another coach, just chance my arm, because you can't really have enough coaches. So we'll ask for that. We've no scouts at all, no chief scout, no scouts. We're allowed 2, and we could do with a head physio as well. Well, they always say, if you don't ask, you don't get. I've got another coach. So here we go. Introduce ourselves to the squad. Don't think I'm going to get too gobby at this moment in time, because none of them know me, and then I don't know them, to be fair. So we'll just go through there. You know, many of you have not heard of me, so I want to personally introduce myself as the new Chorley manager. I'm not going to make any promises to them. I understand that some of them have doubts about a lack of experience, but we're prepared to give you a chance and our support. That's very nice of them. So we need to now manage their expectations. Think we're good enough to go up as champions? No. Top half should be our aim. Mid-table. I think we'll go for mid-table. Oops. There's 1 or 2 of them that are offended. But then the rest of them, come on, try and be ambitious. Okay. I like the ambition. Top half finish. I think I've got a better response with that. So given that we've been allowed another coach, I'm just having a quick look in the coaching roster, and I've noticed that we've got 2 fitness coaches. One of them is doubling up as a sports scientist, which actually in the roster we're not allocated a sports scientist at all. So I think at this level I would rather have an extra coach for goalkeeping or attacking, defending, whatever. And Andrea Spagnolo is on a month-to-month contract, so I think we're going to fire him off. He's actually a 7 for fitness as well, and that's his only attribute really. So I think I'm going to fire him off, and let's see if we can get a better coach for that. An extra, well, it's not an extra position, but it just gives me a little bit more flexibility. So I've been invited to my first press conference. Unfortunately, there's only Darcy Dixon here from the non-league paper. Okay.
How excited are you to be the new Chorley manager?
Well, thanks for coming today, Darcy, and it's nice to meet you. Yes, I'm really enthusiastic about the job, and I think it's going to be a great challenge, and I'm looking forward to the future.
Did you ever doubt whether this was the right job for you personally?
I had no hesitation in accepting the job. It seems like a great project, and I'm really up for the challenge.
You take your first football manager job at the age of 68. Why has it taken so long, and what would you say to those who think you might be out of touch with the modern game?
Well, Darcy, I would point you towards Arsene Wenger and Roy Hodgson. There's no substitute for experience, and I have plenty of it.
You are well known for your attacking brand of football. Will this be continued at Chorley FC?
Well, I have a very attack-minded philosophy. I like to play through the middle as much as possible with flair players if available, and try and get the best out of the team with the attack-minded tactics that I like to employ.
I know that you have only just taken over, But do you consider this Chorley squad good enough to get into a reasonable position in the league?
Well, I've only just met the lads. We had a little bit of a chat in the dressing room. They seem a really good bunch of good bunch of lads, and but I've not actually taken a training session yet. So obviously I need to see what the players are like and how they perform, what positions we need strengthening. But hopefully, you know, we will be able to push on and do some great things.
Would you like to say anything to the Chorley fans?
Very much so. This is a message for the fans. If you get behind us, come in your numbers, vocal support as much as you can, I will promise you we will do our very best to give you a team that you can be proud of.
How hard do you expect to work the players on the training
Well, Darcy,
ground?
my standards are very, very high, and I expect the players to have the same standards. So we'll be pushing as high as we possibly can, and hopefully by the end of the season, we will see some superb results. We will have to see.
Have you made any decisions yet about the squad depth and any players that you might
I don't
deem
think
to
it's an
be
appropriate time to answer that question,
making the
Darcy.
squad better?
Like I say, I've not been here that long, and I do need to assess the players before I decide if we need any strengthening or not.
Are you going to be focusing primarily on the Vanarama North?
The league will definitely be our main focus this season, but a good run in cups is always financially a bonus. So we will be giving our best in every competition, trust me. Well, thanks, Darcy, for coming along today and asking the questions. I hope that the answers have been a good indication of where I would like to take this club. Thank you. Welcome back to the office. Let's have a further look at the squad. So if we look at the squad depth, I've had a good look through it. Basically, we've got Connor Hall and Samson. Jacob Blythe we brought in on a free. He's only a 2.5 star. His potential's only a 2.5 star. He's on £500 a week. So we got him on a free. Even if we have to let him go on a free, I think it releases £500 a week that I can spend elsewhere in the team. Maybe try and bring a lone striker in or something like that. We definitely need an attacking midfield player. Tomlinson looks like our star player, but we probably could do a little bit backup in midfield. We need backup right through the team, really. And we definitely need a backup goalkeeper because we've only got one. Other areas that I've identified, Whitehouse is a right winger. I'm not playing with wingers, so he's on £450 a week, so that might release some funds. And also, Ustabasi, he's a left winger, and again, not playing with wingers, so that would release another £300 a week. So I think I'm going to start trying to do a little bit of stuff in the transfer market, try and sell one or two, try and bring one or two in. Been doing quite a bit of work on beefing up the staff, so scouting, coaching, medical staff, few new people coming in, getting assigned, whatever. Ustabasi has gone to Ebbsfleet. A little bit of money coming in there, which is handy. Save the wages again, which is handy. First player in through the door, 𝐶𝐸H, 20-year-old English midfield player, coming in as a 3.5 star with the potential to be 5. So that's the first one through the door. Jacob Blythe has gone. Didn't get any money for him. Went on a free, but we signed him on a free, so it's nothing lost. But it saves us £500 a week on the wage bill, which hopefully we might be able to bring a couple of players in for that. So I think that's a good bit of business, really. Another one through the door, Jordan Eli, 20-year-old English centre-back, 2-star, potential of being 4. If we look at his stats, he's 12 for heading, 13 for marking, 13 for tackling. Potentially looks like a good backup centre-back. Another one in through the door, new goalkeeper. Meant to be a backup, but he's coming in as a 3 with potential to be 5-star. Potentially Sky Bet League 2 standard. So who knows? Maybe the first choice goalkeeper because they're going to have to watch his back. Seems to be having the usual problems trying to bring staff and players in. Every time I go for somebody, another team comes in for them. So we're struggling a little bit trying to bring personnel in. However, we have got a new body through the door. Abdi Sharif, a 20-year-old English ball-winning midfield player. 3-star with a potential to be 5. So that looks another good signing for midfield. We need to start doing 1 or 2 other positions now. Maybe bring a few loan players in. Still struggling with transfers. It's a bit of a nightmare. I think most of our staff positions are filled now. Quality's not amazing, but you know, you have to go with what you're given. But we've got another one through the door. Perry Moss, 19-year-old attacking midfielder. 2.5-star coming in. Potential of 5-star. So again, I think a reasonable signing. Well, I've had a word with the board about going on a coaching course, and as you can see, they've rejected it. But I do have the opportunity to discuss, so let's discuss it with the board. They're worried about losing me if I get too big for my boots, so we understand you'd like to discuss your recent request. I think it would be beneficial for the club to allow me to take a coaching course to further my skills. We're not sure that would benefit the team right now. That concludes this meeting. In future, please don't waste our time with things like this. Okay then. Well, thanks for nothing. Leave meeting. Well, in the meantime, staff-wise, I've brought in some bodies. Let's just put it that way, politely. I brought some bodies in. Transfer-wise, I have brought another body in. Archie Thomas in on loan. Central midfielder. He's okay, you know. It's now the 13th of August and I'm just approaching my first game. I have got 1 or 2 more signings. The pot is still boiling on that, but we'll have to wait and see what happens with those. As we can see, an article from the Sporting Life. Gaffer to make managerial debut. Gobby Gaffer is set to make his managerial debut when Chorley take on Brackley Town at Victory Park on Saturday. Gaffer will doubtless be relishing his first opportunity in management and will want to get his career off to the best possible start. Fingers crossed. Well, welcome to the dugout here at Victory Park. It's a lovely sunny day and look at this. All these people have come along to see the boys. So while the boys are out warming up, we'll just have a quick look at the media predictions. We're predicted to finish 6th, 13-1 to finish 6th. We have no players at all in the media Dream 11, and we have a couple of key players according to the media in Adam Henley and Willem Tomlinson. So this is the team for the first game of the season. We have Irwin in goal, playing with wing backs, Blakeman and Henley wing back. Central defenders are Baines and Leather. New lad is Sayre is Mazzala. Box to box is Tomlinson. Our defensive midfield player is Calverley. Another one of the new lads, Moss, is the advanced playmaker. And we're playing with 2 strikers today, Hall and Sampson. Don't want to put too much pressure on the lads today. So I think we're just going to say go out there and give the fans their money's worth. So it looks like we've got the first highlight of the game. Throw in. Henley. Wasn't highlight at all. Another one. Cornering by Blakeman. Tomlinson. Is that going to be called offside? It's offside. That's a shame. Never mind. We're only 2 minutes in. Oh, it was only just as well. That's a shame. Never mind. Sampson there playing as a bit of a poacher, although he's meant to be the target man. So we're 12 minutes in. We really need a win today. First game of the season, you really do need 3 points. Sets the tone for the season. You know, hopefully starts a bit of a momentum run. But Brackley have got the ball at the moment, so can somebody get the foot on the ball, try and do something? I'm not too disappointed with the crowd today. The crowd doesn't look too bad. Can Hall put this away? Just past the post. That was a bit poor, but then, you know, most of the players are going to be rusty. We have had a pre-season. We did okay in it. I think we lost one game against the higher league team. But I mean, even these early games are still about getting used to the system, getting some minutes into the legs. But we really do need to win this game. Having said all of that, having said that we're and that is not what we wanted. Brackley to go into a lead. And I mean, to be fair, that was a fairly unstoppable shot. Big hoof up front. Nodded onto Lopez. Wallop. Yeah, not a lot we could do about that, was there really? Come on, lads. 26 minutes, we're losing. Shall we give them a bit of encouragement? We need to stamp our authority on the game here, which at the moment we're not doing. That's it. Pass the ball around nicely. Get out wide, out wide. On the left wing. No. Nice ball from 𝐿𝐴. 𝐿𝐴 is through. What a goal from 𝐿𝐴. What a goal from 𝐿𝐴. He kind of had to adjust his body then. He had to adjust his body to get it onto his right foot on the left hand side here. Adjusted his body, wallop. That is a great goal. Hopefully we'll see more of that from him this season. We need the new signings to hit the ground running really. We've not got the biggest of squads. We need them to hit the ground running. Right, come on lads, 30 minutes in, 1-1. Can we get in front? Oh, what a goal from Hall. What a goal from Hall. He's meant to be a pressing forward and yet he's shooting from that kind of distance. 𝐿𝐴 seems to be he seems to be in the middle of everything, doesn't he? Hall, look at this. I mean, that was pinpoint, wasn't it? Just evaded the goalkeeper's hands into the bottom corner. 2-1. Right, we need to keep hold of this lead now till half time, when hopefully I can get the boys in, give them a bit of praise, give them a bit of talking to. We don't need to get gobby at this point. If we'd have gone in at 1-0 down, we would have got a bit gobby. But we're actually playing okay now. That was a poor ball though. But we can mop things like that up all day long. Those kind of balls forward, we can mop those up all day long. Look at Hall's speed! What a ball through from Blakeman, and Hall's speed there was immense. I mean, Blakeman just takes this ball forward, hits it with his left foot. I mean, there was no way Hall should have got to that. Into the bottom corner. We'll take that all day long. For the first game of the season, this is going really well. XG of nearly 1. 14 shots, 6 on target. We're playing really well. And as the league stands at the moment, we're top. Okay, let's get him in the dressing room. So I think we're just going to say what 45 minutes that was. You've blown them away. Because to be quite honest, they have. Connor Hall scored 2. New lad 𝐿𝐴 scored 1. Can't ask for more than that, can we really? Gives this lot something to cheer about as well. Hopefully next time when they come, we'll be doing even better, although that's not ideal. So Brackley have got another one back, so it's now 3-2. Come on, lads. We shouldn't be getting beat by a hoof forward like that. Oh, we actually got a tackle in, and it rolls straight to their player. Come on, we need to keep possession, play possession football. I mean, another one would be very nice. Do we think Hall can get his hat-trick even? Says with the ball again, through to Tomlinson. What a goal! What a goal from Tomlinson! I was just saying, could we get another one? And Tomlinson, absolute beauty. What a peach. 𝐿𝐸 today has been amazing. Tomlinson, cracker. To be fair, the keeper very nearly got his hands on that. We did really well. Well played, Irwin. Well taken. He came for that really confidently then. That's what I love to see, a confident keeper. Keepers who are a bit flaky and not unsure, they're no good to anybody. That gives the defence a lot of confidence as well. When your keeper's coming for a ball like that, it gives the whole team a boost. Holds in again. Oh my. Is that getting disallowed? No, it stands. Connor Hall's got his hat-trick. Blakeman again with that ball over the top. He just adjusted his body again into the bottom corner. Lovely. I think it's time to make a few changes. Let's see who we can bring on as sub. I think we might give Eli his debut. We'll bring him on for Baines. And Tomlinson, I think we might bring Sharif on for Tomlinson. I'll give him a team talk actually. It's a special moment, your debut. Come on. Well, lads, I couldn't be more pleased. This is something something amazing on day one. Ooh, off the line. Come on, somebody get the foot on the ball. Get a tackle in. Anybody? There's plenty of you there. There's two of you there. Get a tackle in. No? Okay. Stop him getting the crossing. Well done. Right, Irwin, can you come and collect this corner again, please? Like you did before. No, he didn't need to that time. I'm so pleased with the way that the new lads have settled in really quickly. I mean, for your striker to score a hat-trick on day one, I mean, it's just... you know, you can't write the script like that, can you? Because it's what dreams are made of. XG 1.3 now. 22 shots, 8 on target. We're well on top in this game now. 5-2, 84 minutes. I mean, the game's won now, isn't it, really? I think we'll make one final sub. Just to... there's going to be a few tired legs out there. Let's bring Smith on for leather. Only 5 subs at this level, obviously, as well. So... and we can only make 3 of those 5, so there's not a huge amount to pick from. But it is what it is. I mean, to be fair, we've got quite a small squad anyway, so... I mean, if we were allowed 7 subs, I'd struggle a little bit at the moment. Although, like I say, ooh, hit the post with that one. Like I say, I've got 1 or 2 other things in the pipeline. I think I've got another loan or 2 that I'm trying to bring in, so you can't beat that, can you, on day one? So comprehensive, and we've blown them away. Have a look at the league table. So we played 1 game, we're top of the league. I mean, it's a famous saying, isn't it? But the league is not won on day one, so there's a long way to go yet. Well, what a start to the season that was. Let's hope we can continue that. If we can continue that form, I've got a really good feeling about the season. But we all know football is football. SS scores on his debut. Hall in top form as Chorley dominate. Our assistant manager is pleased with the comeback, as are we all. So I thought we were a little bit light in the striking department. We need somebody to back Connor Hall up, obviously. So I brought in Marcus Dackers, 18-year-old English striker. He's a tall lad, I think. He's 6'7", although there's not a lot of him other than his height. Needs to put a bit of beef on, but he's coming from Salford. 2-star with the potential to be 5-star, so we've got him for the rest of the season. My assistant manager thinks that Dackers brings quality. Let's hope he does. Another loan player from Salford again, Liam Loughlin, 19-year-old English midfielder. He's coming in as a 2.5 with the potential to be 5. So we're just beefing up positions. He's ex-Leicester, so he should have quite a bit of experience. He's only 19, but he's obviously played at a higher level than this, which can only be a good thing. Well, today's video has been a long one, but if you've enjoyed what you've seen, please hit the subscribe button, give me a like, and stay tuned for more from the Gobby Gaffer.